Hi everybody, this is Moshe Boaz. I'm a lawyer in Jerusalem. I saw the post regarding a person that kept on trying to contact his cell phone provider and they won't stop charging his credit card or his bank account. It really doesn't matter in this case. And I want to give you a little bit of insight on what the law states regarding this and how you should deal with it. Here in Israel, there's a law regarding everything that has to do with transactions between businesses and consumers. It's called the Consumer Protection Law. Okay. The truth is that for the common consumer to go over this law and to understand all the different details, it's pretty complicated. It is a long law. It's been changed many times over the years, and a lot of different seifim, a lot of different parts of the law have been added over the years, simply due to changes in the way that consumers and businesses behave. Regarding cell phone providers, it's what we call in the law, it's called continuing transaction, okay? Which means is that you as a consumer continue to use the services of the provider and they continue to charge you. There are a whole bunch of laws regarding, a whole bunch of parts of the law in the consumer protection law which relate to that kind of a transaction. So it's really important that you know these points. And if you follow, I would say that if you follow these directions, most probably not only will you get your money back, you will also get compensated because of the violations that this business has done. So I'm just going to take what you wrote in your post just to explain it. Okay, you wrote in your post that you contacted the phone provider. You told them to stop the services. You told them to stop charging you. What they actually did is that they stopped the services, but they didn't stop charging you. In a situation like that, first of all, the fact that you contacted them over the phone and you told them to do that, that's adequate. You don't have to contact them in writing. You don't have to send them an email. You don't have to write a letter. You don't have to send a fax. It's enough just to give them a call and tell them over the phone. Okay? With saying that, once you told them to stop providing the services and you told them to stop charging you, they are required by law to stop charging within 3 days. Okay? The transaction has to end within 3 days. If they do not stop, everything they charged you beyond the services which you received, beyond those 3 days, of course you will get back, including what we call ribit ve'atzmada, which means interest and other hosafot. Okay. In addition, they are obligated to give you a very small compensation. It's really not a lot of money. It's 15, 20 shekels. It's not a big deal. Okay. But where is the big deal in this whole issue of consumer and business relation? The big deal is when you contact them, you tell them to stop, they don't stop, and they don't return your money. If they do not return your money immediately, okay, immediately within a month or so, then you have the option of suing them in court and receiving a very specific compensation, which is written in the law. It's called pitzu'e dugma, which means it's kind of like I would say punitive damages against the business. It's the kind of a reward for the consumer that decided to sue that business for violating the consumer protection law. So what you should do to be able to sue in court and receive this kind of punitive damage, the right way would be, according to the law, is first of all you have to write them a letter saying, I want my money back. Once you sent that letter, and by the way, you can send the letter by email. That's totally acceptable according to the law. It says specifically, if I'm not mistaken, let me just open it up, in Seif 31 א' ב', it says, לא תוגש נגד עוסק תביעה לפיצויים לדוגמה לפי סעיף קטן, אלא לאחר שהצרכן שלח או מסר בקשה לפי אותו סעיף קטן בכתב, which means it has to be in writing, the letter regarding the returning of the payments which were done in violation of the law, okay, has to be in writing, but it says specifically, לרבות באמצעות תקשורת אלקטרונית, which means that you can send them an email, and that's totally satisfying to the law. Once you do that, you have the ability of receiving up to 10,000 shekels in punitive damages without proving any damages that were done to you. Even if you're totally fine and no harm has come to you, you're still able to get up to 10,000 shekels in damages. And I'll tell you more than that. If this business continues to violate these consumer protection law rules, and it's known that they violate it on a regular basis, you can receive even between 10 to 50,000 shekels of damages. Okay? So what is the process that you should do to handle this in the correct manner? First of all, you did excellent by calling the service provider, calling the business, and telling them that you want to stop the services. You did excellent by calling them many times. Okay? And that really proves that that your intentions were just to get your money back and just for them to stop charging you for services that you're not receiving. The next step would be is to send them a letter. My recommendation, don't send it from a lawyer. Send it by yourself, by email, write to them. You owe me this and this amount of money. You keep on continuing to charge me. I request that you return my money and stop the charging. Once your request was sent in writing by email, from that moment, if within 10 days, okay, they don't answer you. First of all, they're obligated. Here, I'll tell you exactly the timing. Just give me a moment. I'll open up the law. It says in 13 Daled Echad, okay, that if you say that they took more money than they were supposed to, they have 10 days to evaluate your request, which means they have 10 days in the business to go over your request, to look into their files, to look into their computers, to make sure that you weren't charged or you were charged, and to look into it, okay, to investigate it. Once they find that they did charge you more than they were supposed to, or if they didn't even, they have to send you a written answer within 21 days, okay? Within 21 days, which means from the moment you send the email, they have 21 days to answer, okay? After that, they have to return your money immediately. Now, if they don't, you can sue. So my advice is send them a written email, write to them exactly how much money they owe you, write to them that they have to stop immediately from charging your account or credit card. After that, sue them. First of all, if they sent you an answer that they're returning the money, okay, wait to see if they return the money. If they don't return the money, or if they don't answer you within 21 days, immediately sue them. Don't wait. Okay, I have a client who had a situation where he was charged in a different kind of business. It was a ma'on yeladim, which means like a kindergarten. Okay, and they were charged over what they were supposed to be charged. The kindergarten refused to return their money. Immediately, once we sent a written letter. Of course, I had them send a letter, not by a lawyer, because what happens is when you send a letter from a lawyer, it immediately goes to the legal department in that business, and of course they will be aware of how the business is supposed to react. But you, as a consumer, I want you to be able to get those damages from court. So the way we do it is actually just to send a letter by yourself and not raise any red flags or alarms and have it sent to the legal department in that business or in that cell phone business, phone provider, doesn't matter. And once you do that and they don't return the money, go to small claims court. If you can't write the claim yourself, contact a lawyer. It shouldn't cost a lot. Okay, I would say, I'm not talking about me, but prices for lawyers to write a small claims claim are not too high. And sue them. You'll have your day in court. You'll get your damages. You'll get your money back. Good luck. If you need any services from a lawyer, feel free to contact me. Bye-bye.